Good morning, my dear students of class 4. How are you? Hope you all are well and stay your home now. So, boys, I am your Picon Miss and I shall take your geography class. And you can maintain some instruction for your geography class. At first, I shall give you the syllabus of your geography and you write down it in your copy. And next one is you all cover your copy and book very well and next you label it. And after labeling, you can write down in your name, class, section in the label. And when I shall give you the homework, you can write down the answer in your copies. At first, you write down the question and next you write down the answer. And you shall take the snapshot of your cover page at first and then you send the answer. And you think, you remember one thing, that the picture must be clear, otherwise I cannot check it. So boys, you can remember these instructions for your geography class. Today is Monday and the date is 22nd February 2021 and it is our geography class, and at first I shall start the chapter 1, that is knowing our country. So boys, you all open your book page number 1 and ready for the geography class. Boys, the first chapter is knowing our country. That means we know our country. And here at first we know what is country. So a country is a distinct territorial body or political entity. It is often referred to as the land of an individual's birth, residence, or citizenship. Countries can refer both to sovereign states and to other political entities, while other times it can refer only to states. So boys, the country means the distinct territorial body or political entity. We all know that India is our country. But why India is country? Is India is a country? India country that occupies the greater part of South Asia with roughly 1/6 of the world's total population. India is the second most populous country after China. So, India is a country. Next term is hemisphere. Do you know what is hemisphere? I think you don't know, but you know this term because it is very neat to your future learning. Hemisphere means any circle is drawn around the earth, divides it into two equal halves called hemisphere. There are generally considered to be four hemispheres: northern, southern, eastern and western. So boys, we get the four hemispheres that are northern, southern, eastern and western. The equator or line of 0 degrees latitudes divides the earth into the northern and southern hemispheres. So boys, if you think that a football, that is our hemisphere, and if we divide the football, that is the equator or the 0 degrees latitude, and the half portion of the north is northern hemisphere and the south part is southern hemispheres. Now we know the northern hemisphere, and you can also see the picture, that is hemisphere, and you can see the yellow line, that is divide the semicircle, the divide of the yellow color is equator, and the upper part of the equator is northern hemisphere, and the south part is, that is lower part, is called southern hemisphere. So the northern hemisphere is the top half of earth, that is north of the equator. For other planets in the solar system, north is defined as being in the same celestial hemisphere relative to the invariable plane of the solar system as Earth's north pole. And you can see the picture, you can see the upper part, that is northern hemisphere. There are Asia, Europe, Africa and North America. So our India is in Asia. We know where is India located. We also see the picture, that is Asia is the northern hemisphere. So India is located in the northern hemisphere in the continent of Asia, and you can see the picture, that is right down, that is India, and India is in the continent of Asia. So India is located in the northern hemisphere. And next we know how large is it, means how large is India. It is the 7th largest country in the world. The northern part of the country is joined to Asia over a distance of 15,200 kilometers. The lower half of India forms a peninsula, that is, it is surrounded by water on 3 sides. So boys, remember one thing, India is the 7th largest country in the world. Next we know the term, that is peninsula, and you can learn this in the previous year also. And what is peninsula? A portion of land nearly surrounded by water and connected with a larger body by an isthmus also. And you can see the peninsula in a picture, that is the portion, you can see the 3 sides is what, 3 sides are water and the one side land. Next we know why is India called a peninsula. And you can see the map, that is the map of India, and there are 3 seas, that is Arabian Sea, Bay of Bengal and Indian Ocean. So India is called a peninsula as it is surrounded by water bodies from 3 sides. On its western side, it is surrounded by the Arabian Sea, on the southern side by the Indian Ocean, and the Bay of Bengal surrounds in the eastern side. So we know that peninsula has 3 sides of water, and there is also the 3 sides of water, that are Arabian Sea, Indian Ocean and Bay of Bengal. So we say that India is called a peninsula. Next we know the boundary of India. India is a large country. It measures 3,214 kilometers from north to south and 2,933 kilometers from east to west. It is bounded in the west by the Arabian Sea and in the east by the Bay of Bengal. The Indian Ocean lies to the south of our country. In the north, northeast and northwest lies the Himalayan ranges. So boys, you can see in the map, that is upper part, that is north part, it is Himalayas, the western part Arabian Sea, the eastern part Bay of Bengal and the south is Indian Ocean. So boys, you can remember the map. If you remember the map, you do not memorize the written portion. boys, you see the map that is south part of India, and you see the red circle that is written Kanyakumari. So Kanyakumari, formerly known as Picon, is a town in Kanyakumari district in the state of Tamil Nadu in India. It lies at the southern tip of mainland India. So boys, remember this. It lies at the southern tip of mainland India. Kanyakumari forms the southern tip of the mainland Indian peninsula. So it is remembered that Kanyakumari forms the southern tip of the mainland Indian peninsula. Boys, we now know the southernmost point of India is Indira Point in the island of Great Nicobar, and you can see the picture in the map that is a red point, that is Indira Point, and Indira Point is the southernmost tip of India and is named after Indira Gandhi, who visited the place during her tenure as the Prime Minister. So after the name of Indira Gandhi, then the place is Indira Point, and Indira Point is the southernmost point of India, and Kanyakumari is the southern tip of mainland India. Next, we know that India has 29 states and 7 union territories, including the National Capital Territory of Delhi. New Delhi is the national capital of India, and the capital of India, the smallest state, is Goa, while Rajasthan is the largest. So boys, remember one thing. India has 29 states and 7 union territories, including the National Capital Territory of Delhi. And the capital of India is New Delhi, and the smallest state is Goa, that is, you can see the map, the red circle, this portion is Goa, and the other map there is a huge amount of red, that is Rajasthan, and it is the largest state in the India.